The pointless point of life, a poem. Am I chasing shadows of achievements gone? Fame, money, trophies, and a house on sand? In a world where time slips through my hand, where God's embrace awaits us all? Ambitions great and small, illusions crumble, truths unveiled. In the face of mortality, all dreams pale. The future is not given if it holds no light. Should I then cherish each moment, every sight? For in life, pointless point, do you agree that perhaps the greatest truth is to simply be? Life is pointless. Am I trying to find the missing piece of the puzzle that doesn't exist? Am I trying to find a point in a sentence that has none? Am I trying to solve a puzzle that can't be solved? Am I trying to make a point in a life that is pointless? These are questions that became very acute to me in the last 3 months or so, because my grandma was, and as I make this, has passed away. Her funeral was 2 weeks ago, and when I looked at her lifeless body, I looked closely for like 30 minutes. I was just trying to see if I can understand better, see if I can find answers. All I could see was a body that looked like her, but without the life in her. Just a body, not a human. After all, a human is just a concept, is it not? Concept in the sense of it just being a collection of different parts. The body part, the living part, or the soul, whatever you want to call it. But there is no human if there's no body, right? And the human cannot exist without the living. This is why there was no human in the coffin in front of me. Maybe I was trying to find the human in our body. Maybe this is what we all do in life, trying to find something that isn't there. I mean, what can be more significant than the significance of... What is more significant than... Am I constantly trying to run away from reality until I cannot do any longer? Let me be honest with you. At this point in my understanding, or better said, lack thereof, I still see significance in becoming famous, becoming wealthy, becoming father, creating impact, being the best. But isn't this all just an illusion? A big illusion that helps me cope with the meaningless meaning in this life? Aren't those things just a search for pleasure or an escape from pain? That does not have to be painful if I only saw the reality. Maybe fit you to repeat that part. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Jordan, 23 years old, did over $4 million in revenue, hired over 50 people. I make videos on YouTube since 2012. I share this because you have been conditioned to care about numbers. There is value in more, that there is value in better, importance in improvement. But is this just all appearance? I mean, everyone seems to be focused so much on external validation, motivations outside themselves, car they drive, followers they have, and what they think about them, countries they travel. All just appearance and not something they want for internal reasons, which is understandable in a world full of conditioning. But right now, this feels unacceptable to me. Maybe because I saw the downfall of my grandma, not being able to talk anymore after an incident, not being able to write anymore, not being able to eat anymore, at least not herself. If death is inevitable, then what's the point of all these achievements? What's the point in setting goals and working towards the future? If there is no future, it will end at some point, maybe at the pinnacle of my biggest achievement, maybe midway towards my next big goal. Do I wait until I die before realizing that it doesn't matter? I wish I could say that for myself I had fully realized life is meaningless. But if I did, then I would not feel stress anymore, right? Do you see what I mean? If I really realized life was meaningless, then why do I still feel stress? If memories will be gone and the future is not given, then all there is right now, and now, and now. Now the mind might pop up with a question: isn't it better to stay in that illusion? You can achieve things, feel the pleasure from them? I'm asking myself, and at the same time, you may want to do the same for yourself as well. I may feel more pain right now than I did before. I may experience more pain in being closer to reality than the pleasure I felt in being in an illusion. So maybe I'm exchanging the short-term pain of understanding reality for this long-term pain of illusion. Because don't get me wrong, seeing things how they are, I can't deny that it hurts sometimes. So what does come after the realization, the full realization that life is indeed meaningless? Just staying alive, just creating the illusion of purpose while knowing it is an illusion, just optimizing for more pleasure than pain, becoming the greatest in my field, even though it doesn't have any significance, because I will, the people I know will, the people who know me will. Eventually there may be people who haven't born yet that will know me and learn about me in history class or spaceship tube, while being alive trying to be better than others, even though that doesn't matter at all. Or living in nature without electronics. Fully present, living in the moment all the time. From feeling extremely bored, probably in the beginning, to a state of neutralness or nothingness. Or just doing and getting the things that others deemed important. You know what I mean, the big apartment, the car, blah blah blah. If only there were answers to these questions right now for me. Like Katsumoto said, perfect blossom is a rare thing. Spend your whole life looking for one, and it would not be a wasted life. Should I spend my whole life trying to find answers or asking great questions? Should I live every second as if I was the only human on earth? Is the meaning of life to give life a meaning? I can keep asking questions, so that's what I keep doing. If you are serious, you may check the show notes